Okay. If you don't mind.
Don't mind? Good morning, everyone. This regular meeting of the Mobile County Commission is now called to order. If you would please stand for the invocation, it will be given this morning by Chaplain Philip Snodgrass with the Mobile County Sheriff's Office. Thank you so much for joining us again this morning, Chaplain, and then remain standing afterward for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for giving us a place and purpose in your kingdom. We ask for the wisdom and strength to accomplish your will here in this community as it is in heaven. We ask you to continue transforming us into your image so that your love may be witnessed in our every action. Give us the strength to carry on, and may we remain faithful to your truth. Lord, I ask that in these challenging times, you would speak to the wind and the waves again and grant us peace. May your eternal blessings rest upon our commissioners and the citizens of Mobile County, for it is for your glory and honor that we serve. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I see we have in attendance this morning Mobile County License Commissioner Nick Bertranga. Happy to have you, Commissioner, as always. We have a resolution to present this morning, but first, before we do that, Commissioner Dewitt would like to make some introductions.
Yes, I have a couple students from Faith Academy who are here this morning as a part of their government class, shadowing the commission. And I have Lindsay Strite, who is a senior at Faith Academy, and she is going to attend the University of South Alabama in the fall on an academic scholarship, and will be majoring in political science. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the robotics team, the yearbook staff, and the cross country and outdoor track. She attends Pathway Church West and is currently working as a team leader at Panera Bread. And she is also the niece of a very good friend of mine who is a Mobile firefighter, Joey Holmes. So welcome, Lindsay. And I also have Madison Flowers, who also attends Faith Academy. She'll be attending the University of South Alabama and pursuing a degree in physical therapy. And she is also a member of the National Honor Society and was a member of the 22-23 homecoming court. And she is currently a staff member at Southern Bells and Bows. So thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoy it and learn something.
We are certainly happy to have you, and I think you must have more than 24 hours in your day, because that's an impressive list of accomplishments and involvements, and we're just happy to have you here with us today. Okay, next we have a resolution to present, and this is in recognition of National Crime Victims' Rights Week, and we have joining us from Lifeline's Counseling Services, Kenesha Pritchett, who is a victim advocate. Is Kenesha here? Okay, come on down, Kenesha. And also we have from the Mobile County District Attorney's Office, the Communications Director, Tara Zeman. And if you would, ladies, join us right up front. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. Annually, this is the week that's set aside for us to pause and think of, pray for, and remember those who have been victims of crime, whether it's violent crime, where they've lost their lives, or the families of people who have been affected by crime, or anyone that it has touched the lives of. And that's a lot of people in our community. Unfortunately, we seem to see and hear more and more of it every day. But fortunately, we have the district attorney's office, we have our law enforcement, our judiciary, we have our social service agencies who stand ready to help people to whatever the needs are, to bring justice, to bring services, to listen, and to make what you do really count in the lives of people who are so in need when they have been victimized in that way. So we're just proud to have you here today and to recognize what you do. And the resolution reads, in observance of National Crime Victims' Rights Week, April 23rd through 29th, 2023, the Mobile County Commission proclaims this week as National Crime Victims' Rights Week in Mobile County. And whereas the term victim is more than just a label and has legal standing and protections that go along with it, Crime Victims' Rights Acts passed here in Alabama and at the federal level guarantee victims the right to meaningfully participate and use their voice in the criminal justice process. And whereas victim service providers, advocates, law enforcement officers, attorneys, and other allied professionals can help survivors find their justice by enforcing these rights. Whereas by elevating the voices of survivors makes certain that they are heard and seen and creates the path to forging and sustaining community trust, while engaging survivors creates responses and services that are credible, meaningful, and centered on individual needs. And whereas survivors' lived experience can serve as a catalyst for implementing innovative programs, shifting existing programs in new directions, and changing policies or practices that prevent survivors from accessing services or pursuing justice. And whereas Lifeline's counseling service, along with the Mobile County District Attorney's Office, Mobile County Sheriff's Office, and other partners are dedicated to amplifying the voices of survivors and creating an environment where survivors have the confidence that they will be heard, believed, and supported by providing counseling, advocacy. Now, therefore, let it be resolved, the Mobile County Commission supports victim services and criminal justice response that assists all victims of crime during Crime Victims' Rights Week and throughout the year. Furthermore, we expressed our sincere gratitude and appreciation for those community members, victim service providers, and criminal justice professionals who are committed to improving our response to all victims of crime so that they may find relevant assistance, support, justice, and peace. One is presented to each of you. And would you either of you like to say a few words?
Thank you for the resolution and thank you for the proclamation today. I'm here on behalf of Lifelines, where I serve as the underserved victim advocate. So I service all violent crimes. So some of you may know, and some of you may not know, April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And so what great way to wrap up National Sexual Assault Awareness Month with National Crime Victims' Rights Week and standing in the need of all of our survivors. So as proclaimed here today, many of our thousands and thousands of our families here in Mobile County are experienced or affected by crimes that happen, many of them violent crimes. And so I charge each of you, if you have not already, to reach out to our local victim service agencies to see how you can create this environment with us and help support us and join us in our fight.
Couldn't have said it better myself. On behalf of the District Attorney's Office, excuse me, and District Attorney Keith Blackwood, we are just incredibly grateful for your support and acknowledgement of this incredibly special week. Every year, millions of Americans are affected by crime. Many will need ongoing care, support, and resources, and this week is about a time to amplify their voices and commit to creating an environment where survivors have the confidence that they will be heard, believed, and supported. This week, more than anything, however, promotes as a community that we stand with families, neighbors, friends, and colleagues whose lives have been forever altered by crime. We resolve to help them find their justice and forge new pathways. And most importantly, this week shows survivors that they are not alone. This Thursday, we are hosting a crime victims vigil in Cooper Riverside Park at 6 p.m., and we encourage everyone to join us as we come together as a community to honor those who have lost their lives to crime. Thank you all very much.
Thank you again so much, ladies. Next, we have an acknowledgement and appreciation of our retirees that for the month beginning in the month of June or May. I'm sorry, May. Anyway, they retire at the end of this month. Okay. And we have 5 retirees, I think, here that have a combined total of 146 years of experience. Wow, it's amazing. And we certainly want to acknowledge them today and bring them forward, those who are in attendance. We have Kathy Tolbert with 25 years of experience serving as a tag title and license specialist 2 with the License Commission. We also have Sheila Prowell with 23 years and 9 months, who's a custodial worker 1 with the county courthouse. We have Pamela Berger, 13 years and 5 months, office assistant 2 with Mobile County Department of Environmental Enforcement. We have Floretta Grant, 30 years and 2 months, who is an inmate worker supervisor at the Sheriff's Department with the jail. And also, we have Melinda Ballantyne with 29 years and 7 months, office assistant 2 with the Sheriff's Department. Ladies, thank you for being here today. Hello. Have your Well, first of all, thank you. Thank you for your service to the county. You have been such dedicated servants, serving the citizens that we all serve. But just know how much your work, your efforts, your dedication is appreciated, has been appreciated. And we certainly wish you the very best. We hate to lose you. We hate to have 146 years of experience walking out the door. But the time that you've spent here has been so meaningful and to a lot of people, and we wish you the best. We wish you a happy retirement and the next chapter, an enjoying next chapter of your life. And just always remember you're part of the county family and you're always loved here. Okay. And upon the occasion of your retirement, the Commission presents this certificate and wishes to express our sincere thanks and gratitude for your years of dedicated service. Your wisdom and commitment to excellence have long inspired all of us and will be remembered for many years to come. We wish you good health, happiness, and continued success in your retirement. And this one is for you. Kathy, this one is for you. You get a special pen to go with it. Okay, do we have any speakers signed in this morning?
No one signed up to speak this morning.
Okay. All right, Glenn?
Good
I'll let
morning.
you take it from here.
Number one, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of April 10th, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Number two, approve a list of claims.
So moved.
Second.
Number three, hold a public hearing so any citizen of the county shall be given an opportunity to be heard for or against any item related to the statement of revenues, expenditures, and changes in fund balance report.
This public hearing is now in session. Is there anyone here this morning to speak for or against this matter? There being none, the public hearing is now closed.
Number four, adopt a resolution approving request of the Sheriff's Office to dispose of certain items from fixed asset inventory lists.
So moved.
Second.
Number five, approve change order number one with AAA Construction Company, LLC, for roof maintenance of the replacement of various county facilities. The change will decrease the contract by $102. The new contract will be $211,798.
So moved.
Second.
Number six, approve end-user license agreement with Quick Internet Software Solutions, Inc. for workers' compensation claims prior to 2015.
So moved.
Second.
Number seven, approve amending contract with the City of Chickasaw to increase contract by an additional amount of $51,350 from District 1 Commission funds for the Chickasaw Valley Road Drainage Project. The amendment will increase the total contract amount from $150,000 to $201,350.
So moved.
Second.
Number eight, approve change order number two to statement of work number three, dated November 14, 2022, for contract with Alight Solutions, LLC. The change order adds support for payroll reporting, PRISM, and Workday Learning and Assessment. This change order will increase the total cost by $86,395.
So moved.
Second.
Number nine, authorize advertising for bids, Levert Building wall repairs.
So moved.
Second.
Number 10, approve change order number one with Star Service, Inc. for project replace the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning unit at Theodore Oaks Shopping Center. The change will decrease the contract by $2,500. The new contract total will be $26,878.
So moved.
Second.
Number 11, authorize letter supporting the University of South Alabama's proposal for the Environmental Protection Agency, Region 4 Gulf of Mexico Environmental Justice Grants Program to create a Gulf Coast Environmental Equity Center to improve environmental conditions and provide equitable access to resources and benefits.
So moved.
Second.
Number 12, authorize cancellation of subrecipient agreement with Sims Women's Club for the remaining term, with the unspent portion being $20,958.07 of Community Development Block Grant funds. The subrecipient agreement provided staff costs for the Sims Senior Center.
So moved.
Second.
Number 13, authorize subrecipient agreement with the City of Sims in the amount of up to $20,958.07 of Community Development Block Grant funds for the staff costs for the Sims Senior Center.
So moved.
Second.
Number 14, authorize awarding subrecipient agreement with Legal Services Alabama, Inc. in the amount of $297,840.01 of Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus Response Funds for legal assistance, representation, and mortgage assistance to clients facing eviction, ejection, or foreclosure that may lead to homelessness.
So moved.
Second.
Number 15, authorize award subrecipient agreement with Stillwater Church in the amount of $40,000 of Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus Response Funds for Food Pantry Program.
So moved.
Second.
Number 16, approved contract amendment. Number 6, to Mobile County Park Initiative contract with Goodwin Mills and Kaywood, LLC, to add Task 6, bidding and construction, engineering, and inspection services for Isom Clemens Memorial Civil Rights Park.
So So moved.
Second.
Number 17, award bid to J. Hunt Enterprises for Memories Fish Camp Boat Ramp improvements for their low bid in the amount of $634,960.50 and authorize the execution of contract documents.
So moved.
Second.
Number 18, approve application for transfer of lounge retail liquor class 2 alcohol license from Shivia Marketing LLC to OMSI 23 LLC for Cottage Hill Liquor.
So moved.
Second.
Number 19, consider taking the following action on bids.
So moved.
Second.
Number 20, approve 36 months lease agreement with Sharp Electronic Corporation, CPC Office Technologies, from the current state of Alabama contract for one Sharp copier in the amount of $141.26 for the finance department.
So moved.
Second.
21, approve a contract with Goodwill Industries Easter Seals of Gulf
Excuse me.
Coast. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. Number 20, that's $146.26 per month, right?
Yes. We'll put that in there. Okay, 21, approve contract with Goodwill Industries Easter Seals of Gulf Coast, Inc. to provide recycling services at the Government Plaza at no cost to the county.
So moved.
Second.
22, approve assignment of lease agreement with Coffee Monster LLC to Lottie Latte LLC with all terms and conditions of their original lease to remain the same, subject to legal review.
So moved.
Second.
Back to number 21, that's Goodwill of the Gulf Coast now. The name has been changed.
Could you say that again?
Goodwill of the Gulf Coast.
Oh, okay.
It's no longer an affiliate with the Easter Seals.
We'll make that change, Commissioner.
Okay, thank you.
22, approve assignment of lease agreement with Coffee Monster LLC to Latte LLC with all terms and conditions of the original lease to remain the same, subject to legal review.
I think we've already
We've done
approved
that
that one.
Did we? Sorry
Yeah.
about that. 23, approve renewal of professional services contract, Inspire U LLC, for an additional 12 months in the amount of $30,000 from District 1 Commission funds. The funds will provide an event connection calendar platform to be hosted on the Mobile County Commission's website.
So moved.
Second.
24, approve sponsorship agreement with the Senior Citizens Services, Inc., doing business as Via Health Fitness and Enrichment Center in the amount of $1,000 from District 1 Commission funds for its Cheers to the Years event.
So moved.
Second.
And 25 will read, excuse me, approve revising April 24th, 2023 agenda item number 25 to read as follows. Approve sponsorship agreement with Mobile Area Interfaith Conference in a total amount of $2,000 for its annual fundraising luncheon, A Just World. The funds will be divided as follows.
So moved.
Second.
26, approve sponsorship agreement with the Alabama Cooperative Extension System in the amount of $500 from District 1 Commission funds for its successful aging initiative.
So moved.
Second.
27, approve sponsorship agreement with 100 Black Men of Greater Mobile, Inc. in the amount of $1,200 from District 1 Commission funds for its annual gala.
So moved.
Second.
28, approve sponsorship agreement with Dauphin Island Sea Lab Foundation in the amount of $2,500 from District 3 Educational Funds for its Marine Science Education Fundraiser event.
So moved.
Second.
29, authorize submittal of an application for the county share of the Energy Efficiency and Conservation Block Grant Program of the U.S. Department of Energy Grant Program to develop an energy efficiency and conservation strategy.
So moved.
Second.
Number 30, accept the maintenance of the following described drainage easements.
So moved.
Second.
31, accept the maintenance of the following described drainage easements. These drainage easements are needed for maintenance of the existing concrete outfall drainage ditch for Miller Drive.
So moved.
Second.
32, approve non-reimbursable agreement for relocation of utility facilities in the public right-of-way with AT&T Alabama for Project McDonald Road, additional lanes. This work will be performed by AT&T Alabama prior to project construction. The estimated cost to the Mobile County is $0.
So moved.
Second.
33, approve reimbursable agreement for relocation of utility facilities on private or public right-of-way with Alabama Power Company for Project Barlow Road and Havens Road, grade, drain, base, and pave. This work will be performed by Alabama Power prior to construction. Estimated cost to Mobile County is $90,343.
So moved.
Second.
34, authorize acquisition of property and acceptance of right-of-way deed from the following property owner for the following project.
So moved.
Second.
35, authorize advertising and receiving qualifications for professional engineering services for the design and construction, engineering, and inspection for project Warren Street and Watson Street utility relocations in the city of Pritchard. This project is in association with the project bridge replacements and Warren Street and Watson Street.
So moved.
Second.
36, approve right-of-way and/or easement agreement with for Track 1 in the amount of $460 for project High Mount Drive drainage improvements.
So moved.
Second.
37, award bid to HCL Contracting LLC for project safety improvements on Celeste Road for their low bid in the amount of $778,849.10. This amount is for the base bid.
So moved.
Second.
38, adopt a resolution approving construction agreement for an industrial access project with the state of Alabama, acting by and through the Alabama Department of Transportation for a project, additional turn lanes, and an entranceway along US 43 to benefit Camford Southern Pine, and authorize the President of the Commission to execute the resolution and the agreement on behalf of Mobile County.
So moved.
Second.
39, approve preliminary and final plat of re-subdivision of Lot 2 of Grand Bay Land Company subdivision of Northeast 1/4 of the Northeast 1/4 of Section 19, Township 6, Range 3 West.
So moved.
Second.
Number 40, consider waiving Section 7.1 of the subdivision regulations and approving preliminary and final plat of re-subdivision of Lot 6, Mason Ferry Estates, First Edition. This subdivision is relocating an existing neutral property line between an existing lots. There are no new lots being created. The engineering department has no objection to the granting of this waiver.
So moved.
Second.
Number 41, authorize assenting to the county engineer's approval of an extension of the approval of the preliminary plats for 1 year from the previous date of approval.
So moved.
Second.
42, recommend concurrence with the Alabama Department of Transportation for awarding the bid for project intersection improvements at the intersection of Irvington Beulah Battery Highway and SR 188 to John G. Walton Construction Company, Inc. for their low bid in the amount of $2,064,063.44. Also approve payment of invoice for county matching funds for the cost of construction and construction inspection for the noted project, the Alabama Department of Transportation, in the amount of $562,738.61.
So moved.
Second.
And we have 3 add-ons. First one is approve amending annual appropriation contract with United Cerebral Palsy of Mobile, Inc. to increase the contract an additional amount of $10,000 for Camp Smile summer program. The total contract will increase from $10,000 to $20,000, and the funds will be divided as follows.
So moved.
Second.
Number Number 2, approve application for retail beer alcohol license submitted by Gulf Coast Racing Series LLC for Gulf Coast Racing Series District 3.
So moved.
Is this an event or?
Yes, it is, ma'am.
Second.
It's I don't- is it an event? I think it's just their license for the race. This is the racetrack in Irvington. I think it's just their license in general, Eddie, is that right? Or for that specific event?
I don't believe I believe it's for their ongoing operation, but they do have an event planned next week that this would cover.
That's why it was an add-on so late, because there is an event next week, but I think this will cover their license in general. But it was also needed so that they would be able to put on their event next weekend.
And the last add-on will be approved sponsorship agreement with Victory Health Partners in the amount of $500 from District 2 Commission funds for its Hope for Healing event.
So moved.
Second.
Number 43, Commission announcements and or comments.
Commissioner Dewitt?
Did we do all that on? Is that it?
Yeah, we did.
I did want to just say hats off to our staff for the fabulous job they did. All of our Earth Day activities, it's just growing and growing. It's growing and growing. And I just want to just say how much we appreciate it and how creative and diverse you've been in trying to plan activities to turn our community's attention back to Earth Day and why it's so important that we take care of Mother Earth.
Thank you, Commissioner. And I would echo that sentiment. Saturday was a great day. We had beautiful weather. It could not have been nicer. Had a wonderful turnout. I attended the event at the Japanese Gardens, and Cherie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it looked like about 1,000 people ended up coming.
I think it was more. I think it was closer to 1,200, but we're safe with an estimate of 1,000.
But it was so much bigger and better this year, and you know that was the whole intent. We wanted to call attention to Earth Day and environmental awareness and all the activities I think that were involved at all the programs. Also at the recycling center did that. We are so grateful for all the vendor support, for all the volunteers. Mary Montgomery High School contributed over 600 little Gerbera daisy plants that were given away. So there was just a lot of support and participation and a lot of hard work through Love Your Community. Evelyn D'Angelo spearheaded a lot of that, along working in conjunction with Cherie and Dina and all the planning. So kudos and thank you again for a great job.
Thank you, commissioners, and I also want to give a shout out to Environmental Services because they were instrumental in making this happen, and we're happy to help them with their outreach and education for all the grants that they have.
And excuse me, I absolutely do don't to ignore the wonderful work the Environmental Services does. They're kind of like into everything, you know. They're involved in so many things, but the collaboration was wonderful. Thank you. And also, we are going to, I understand, recess this meeting to go into executive session, but we also have an Indigent Care Board meeting that we'll do in between as well.
So the commission would consider recess to go into executive session. Executive session would probably last 45 minutes to an hour. Purpose of executive session is to talk about economic development opportunity here in Mobile. I would certify that's an appropriate reason to go in executive session of the Alabama Open Meetings Act, and further certify the same as a lawyer licensed to practice law in the state of Alabama. After the executive session, there'll be no need to return to the meeting to vote on anything that's discussed in the executive session. So you can adjourn from executive session, if that be the pleasure of the commission.
So we will have a motion to recess this meeting into executive session and then adjourn at the conclusion of that meeting.
Correct.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we stand recessed.
Aye.
Commissioner Ludgood is.
Aye.
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 So we stand recessed?
Yes, we stand recessed. Now you do your Indigent Care Board meeting.
Okay.
In our executive session, according to Mr. Kerr and Mr. Hodge, will be in the multi-purpose room.
Okay.
Is that correct, gentlemen?
Okay. All right, the Indigent Care Board meeting is now called to order.
Number 1, approve the minutes of the meeting of March 27, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Number 2, accept a report from the Mobile County Commission of the balance in the Indigent Care Fund at the March 31st, 2023. Funds available, $287,093.24.
So moved.
Second.
Number 3, approve the disbursement of the Indigent Care Fund cash receipts on April 7, 2023 for the period of January 23rd through March 2023 to the following entities in the following amounts.
So moved.
Second.
And number 4, approve request for motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. The Indigent Care Board meeting now stands adjourned, and we will recess to the assembly room.